For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website, www.games4all.podcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com. Hello and welcome to the Games4all podcast, episode 61. I'm your host Dan Young, and with me as always are my good friends
James Craigie
and
Michelle Barry.
Hey, so how's it going?
Not bad.
We're good?
Yep.
Cool. So welcome to the show. A few things to talk about first of all before we kick into what we've been playing. Game Night Live, that thing that we did a few times, whole live streaming of gaming event. We kind of did it and we kind of sort of abandoned it. We haven't really shown it a lot of love lately. And so we've kind of been sort of holding off from doing a lot of video stuff and concentrating more on the audio shows, as you may have noticed if you're a fan. No one noticed. So basically we've put together some dates for some events. We've got 5 events coming up this year.
That's awesome.
The first of which is on Wednesday the 27th of July, and we're going to play through some Sega Retro Classics, which is cool because we, our retro specials of Games4all Extra were pretty popular. Yeah, and a lot of people seem to like them. So we thought we'd have a 2-hour event starting at 8 p.m. British summertime. You feel free to Google it and work out what time that's going to be for you. Well,
I think it'll be the same for me.
Yeah, obviously for you. I'm just saying for the listener.
Oh, okay.
Because, we have listeners in China and places, so, Sudan and a few in America, I think. And, yeah. Sega Retro Classics. So we've been playing some, couple of hours of playing some pretty awesome old school retro games.
Show how much we suck.
Yeah, probably.
And how much harder the games were back then.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be quite embarrassing, actually. And then on Wednesday the 24th of August, Deus Ex Human Revolution. We're going to play for a couple of hours of that. I can tell you're looking forward to that. Oh, yeah. That's going to be kind of cool. So that's going to be 8 till 10 again. Then on Monday the 19th of September, we're going to be playing for Gears of War 3, a couple of hours of which. And once again, that's going to be from 8 till 10, British summertime. And, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty awesome. Then on the 19th of October, Batman Arkham City. Once again. Yeah, I can tell you're looking forward to that also. Well done. 8 till 10 again. So we kind of kept to a pretty, steady schedule here of 8 till 10.
I think unless we say otherwise, it'll all be 8 till 10.
Oh, well, the next one isn't. So...
A little difference.
Yeah, so we're going to do. We're going to end it in November with a double bill of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. Oh yeah. Okay, mate, chill. That's on Wednesday, the 9th of November, and that'll be 8 till 11 because obviously we're doing 2 games. It's going to be a 3-hour event, and yes, you'll be able to literally watch those live on our website, Games4all.podcast.com, and they will be available to view afterwards on demand. Shortly after we've finished broadcasting them. So yeah, no, it's going to be cool. We're looking forward to it. We enjoyed doing the 2 episodes of Game Night Live that we've done so far. We have been meaning to get around to doing them. We've got more plans for Games4all Extra as well. Some more videos lined up.
Because the people love them.
Yeah, we do get a fair few downloads though, so we do like to do them, and it's just a little bit, little extra. Obviously, see what I did there. Okay, what we've been playing. Well, I guess I'll start then. Yeah. So, I haven't finished many games lately. I've been starting a lot of games, but not finishing them. Yeah. And Shadow Days of the Damned is one of them, and I've played a bit more of it. I'm probably about halfway through, just over halfway through, and it's good. It's alright. It's good. I mean, it's frustrating as fuck in places, but some of the mini games are a little bit. They're pretty. I mean, some of the mini games are really clever, and some of the levels are quite smart and have decent references and throwbacks and stuff, but. I've found a couple of the mini games to be quite difficult, but other than that, it's still fun. Yeah. And as you may know, as well, regular listeners may know, we're not massive on PC gaming. Well, we like PC gaming, but we don't. You don't have a PC capable of gaming, really.
But one of my games this week is a PC game.
Okay. Well, anyway.
We'll talk about that.
I'm a Mac owner, so I'm more a Mac kind of guy. But they do games for that, so I hear. Yeah. Apparently, and no, so I've actually thought, screw it, I'm gonna get some games for my Mac. So
That's what you did.
That's what I did. So I went kind of old school. I got Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Kicking it old school with that. Oh, well, not old school, it's only about 4 years old, but whatever. You know, it's still a good game. I've got it on the Xbox. I'd probably rather play it on there, but, you know, it's alright. Bioshock, a favourite of mine, I'll say. Plays great on the Mac, you know. So, you know.
You'd still rather play it on the Xbox?
Yeah, I'd still probably rather play it on the Xbox. And because obviously with the Mac App Store, very much like the iPhone App Store and the iPad App Store, you can download apps. Crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, you know. And so I downloaded Pinball HD.
Yeah.
Because everyone likes a bit of pinball, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's pinball.
It's pinball
in HD. So that's cool.
Awesome.
That's like $1.99
cool
from the App Store. That's kind of alright. And a game called Stupid Zombies, which is not the best game I've ever played.
No.
Pretty much reminds me of it's quite. It rips off Angry Birds quite badly, but it's kind of still fun. It has its charm. You know, it kills time and zombies. And, you know, it's alright. That's $1.99 from the App Store as well. I thought I'd kind of just throw that in there for, you know, people that... Because we don't really talk about App Store stuff, but, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a few things I've been playing. And Unreal Tournament 2004. I just had that laying around. Because I had that on my old Mac and thought I'd throw that in. Yeah, so that's cool. Plays great. So it looks like shit, but plays great.
Awesome.
But, yeah, so the missus has been on at me for a while now. Because obviously we've got a Mac, and she wants to play Sims Medieval. Yeah. So I kind of caved and got that. And, you know...
I came over and played
it. You actually played a bit of it. She's played a bit. It looks alright. It's Sims. I don't have any interest in it whatsoever, but, you know... other than that, I picked up the UFC personal trainer game for Kinect. I haven't played it yet.
Awesome.
So maybe I'll talk about that next week. But, yeah, Sims Medieval. You played a tiny bit of that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I've been playing the Sims games since... before there were Sims games like SimCity and stuff, and then it came out the first Sims, and I had that. Sims 2 I had. Never got around to Sims 3.
No, well, I have it on the Xbox, because once again the missus wanted that, but she didn't really play it. So.
Yeah, I might borrow that off you at some point.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, Medieval is cool. It kind of hits that sort of thing in me that likes the sort of medieval fantasy.
It kind of works quite well, actually. It's kind of you can see why they chose it. Yeah, because I think we announced it on the show last year, and it was a news story, and I was like, you know, I mean, I'm not into these games, but obviously my girlfriend is, and she goes DV over them. I don't know why she didn't play Sims 3 very much, but no, it's kind of all right. You know, I can see the appeal of it.
Yeah, I mean, you do also. I mean, you start off, you create your king and run your kingdom, and you can have duels and travel off to different places, and there's like this whole kingdom set out inside you. It's quite well done. Looks quite nice. Models are a definite step up from Sims 2.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah,
but absolutely. No, it was good. Don't know much more to say. I mean, Sims fans will love it. Medieval fans like that sort of thing. It has it is The Sims, but adds other stuff into it. And yeah, it's cool. It's fun putting people in stocks and throwing eggs at them.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's not something I'm going to pick up and play, but it's on there for, you know, when she gets bored and that. We also picked up Alice Madness Returns for the 360, and she played a bit of that today. I'm not that fussed about it, but she wanted to play it. So, and yeah, it seems right. Sort of, you know, it's for what it is. Yeah. Yeah. I have nothing else to talk about. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Maybe I'll come over and play it at some point and see if I can get more of an opinion.
Don't mention crack.
Sorry, yeah. Please put away the crack. Step away from the crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, should we do what I've been playing?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, well, we've talked about Sims Medieval.
Yeah.
Decided to put in Fallout New Vegas.
Ah, cool.
Because they did like a big update for it a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels a lot more stable. There's a lot less going wrong with it. A lot fewer people disappearing into the scenery. I mean, last time I played it before then, there's this quest right near the beginning where you have to shoot these guys. I shot and killed one, and as I went to pick up his stuff, he shot up into the air. He just completely disappeared.
I actually kind of, for me, that'd be kind of a badass game.
Yeah, yeah.
Abducted by aliens before you can steal his shit.
Yeah. See, I did kind of like. I also love the way how sometimes rad scorpions would move towards you while still staying sort of like trapped behind a rock, so they'd just kind of stretch.
Oh, that's really
towards you, and they kind of like the physics would kind of like pull them so they could only come at you like sideways. Cause,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
yeah. No, there's obviously like certain games that
and you get the occasional sort of freaky animal still. I've noticed even with the update that just kind of like stands there. You can see it. You can't hurt it. You can't damage it, but it just stands there and looks at you.
That's freaky.
It's like you can't kill it.
I've been meaning to. Well, I mean, you know me in Fallout. I've been trying to get through Fallout 3 and had very little success.
Yeah.
I've had various corrupt save games. I've lost the console to Fallout 3, and I've actually got Vegas, but New Vegas, but I haven't really sort of played any of it.
Yeah, and I'm much the same. And it's really hard, like finding time, especially like the next week and next month. I think there are last 2 DLC packs coming out for it, so I know I'm going to have to like play it again. So I'm just thought after playing it for a little while, seeing what the patch could do, that's fine. But I'm going to wait until like the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, probably wise actually.
Yeah,
kind of wish I'd done that.
Yeah, but there's still time. I'll get it. I mean, if it's anything like the last one, it's just a disc with the DLC on it. So one of us gets it. Okay.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, I do want to play this game. It's just the whole time suck of it. I can't be bothered with it.
It's just I saw there was an update, and I saw. I wanted to see how much they can improve because I encountered quite a few bugs on it. I think even when we did our video about it, you could see some of the bugs and stuff on it. But it felt a lot more stable and a lot more solid. So that's still cool. And last week I went all retro and started playing DOS games. I've gone a step further.
Okay.
Playing Windows 98 games.
Nice. Because you can just about do that.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was playing this particular game earlier and it crashed.
All right.
But anyway, Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Regular listeners of the show will know how much I love Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. You have mentioned it a few times.
It was literally what put BioWare on the map, I think. It's kind of what made RPGs what they are today. It's kind of the defining game. And, it's still massive. It came on 6 CDs, the first one. Then the second one came on 4 CDs, and then the kind of final expansion to that came on another CD. So many mods and stuff for it now. You can actually install all the games and have them running through the same engine from the last game. So everything looks better. Yeah, mods put it in HD. I've basically modded this up. So right now it is probably the best it's ever going to be.
Awesome.
And, it's just huge. You can spend so long doing it. And this was back in the day before there was, like, animation and stuff. Everything would be described in text. So your character would meet someone and everything would be there. It's like reading a book.
Which we did mention last week.
Yeah. So that's probably why it appeals to me. But if you love that sort of thing, if you love, like, sort of the Dungeons & Dragons fantasy stuff, you can pick this game up. You can pick all of them up. Reasonable for a reasonable bubble for a reasonable bubbly price.
Yeah.
And look online and get all the mods and stuff for it. It's a fantastic game.
Awesome.
And I'll be playing through this. And the first one came out in 98. I've only finished the whole trilogy because it is kind of set out like 3 games once.
Okay.
Since then, I've played this many times. I don't think a year goes by where I don't sort of sit down and play a few hours of it at least once, but I've only ever finished it once, so I'm determined to finish it again.
Crazy.
So, yeah. At the rate
thing.
Yeah, at the rate I get through games, that may take a while.
There's just no stopping you.
No.
But, okay.
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay.
I've got me 2-handed sword +1 and fighting gnolls and
so Michelle, what have you been playing?
Level 6 paladin. It's awesome.
Okay.
I have been sticking to my iPhone again.
Excellent. Well, that's always good because, like I say, we don't really talk about enough handheld stuff really overall. So
I've been playing Spider: The Secret of Bruce Manor. I think it was released in 2009, 2010. You are a spider. Yeah. And you find you're basically going to an abandoned mansion, finding clues to the family that's no longer there.
Awesome, that sounds pretty cool premise actually.
Mystery, puzzles, and making webs, catching.
Cool. You put a trailer for this on our Facebook.
I did. Yeah. There is a trailer on our.
I hadn't really heard of this until then, and it looks pretty cool actually. I'm quite impressed that it's.
It does remind me a lot though of Braid.
Oh yeah, I can see the similarities there. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I haven't actually finished it yet. I mean, my sister was playing on it the other day, and She literally ran my battery down low playing it.
Jesus, so it's quite addictive then.
Yeah, it is
Awesome.
very addictive.
So that's available from the App Store now.
It is available from the App Store. It's about £1.79.
Awesome. I love how cheap these games are. So I kind of just... Do you know what I mean? I can get behind that pretty easily. It's like, fuck paying 40 quid for a game. I just pay like £2 and...
I'm not the kind of person to read a book on the bus. So
exactly.
I will use
but no, that's I mean, for paying that amount of money and getting that much out of it, that's awesome.
So it is a really good game. So
cool beans.
I've also been playing Real Racing GTI. It is a free game.
Really? Is there a reason for that?
I mean, for what it is quite good. There is also another Real Racing game which is about, I think, £1.20, which is the newer version of it.
Right, okay.
But this one is free, and for what it is, I think it is quite good.
Does it use like the accelerometer and stuff?
Yeah.
I played some of those before. Yeah, they're kind of those kind of games are hit and miss, really, aren't they? As far as utilising.
I mean, I think at the minute I've been looking through all the free stuff on the App Store and seeing what's good, what's not.
Yeah, no. By all means, free stuff's can't argue if it's if it's worth playing. You get a couple hours out of it, free.
I also saw Call of Duty. As the zombie version, but I I didn't. That was about £8, I think. So I was
fucking hell, really? It's the most expensive game ever made for, I think. Jesus, that's kind of cool. Yeah, no, we really want to be talking a bit more about handheld stuff because I do think we neglect it as well as PC stuff. Yeah, and we kind of should really, But no, it's great that we got you on board because now we can talk about that stuff. That's awesome. So, yeah, cool beans. That's pretty much what we've been playing this week. That's amazing. So, okay, well. It's about time we plugged some peeps.
Yeah.
Who might they be?
I don't know. People with holes in them.
No, our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network do a bi-weekly. I was trying to think of the word. Then bi-weekly podcast.
You were thinking bisexual.
I was thinking that, but
I know you were thinking that because that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Anyways, sorry guys. Let's just be a little more serious about this. No,
they do this bisexual podcast.
I think they'd really appreciate us saying that.
I'm sorry,
but their listenership will go up dramatically.
Yeah.
So no, they do a really cool show. It's every 2 weeks. It's all about everything geek, really. Video games, anime, comics.
Yeah.
Just about everything you can really think about, and some. And this last week, Aaron came back from his kind of, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks off from doing the show. And
I think everybody said, right, since you've had this holiday,
you can fucking do a whole show. Yeah, so he did a whole half-hour podcast on his own solo. That's pretty awesome. So kudos for him for doing that because that's. And it was actually pretty good. So
makes me think maybe I should bugger off 1 week and just leave.
Yeah, no, we get so much done. But no, please check those guys out. UndergroundGeekNetwork.com, Facebook.com. Search for them on there, Underground Geek Network, and they're on Twitter at UGeekNetwork. And we're now going to play their promo for this fortnight.
Yep, and when we're back, we'll be talking about this week's news.
Hey guys, it's Aaron from the Underground Geek Network. This week on the show, I make my return and try my best to fly solo. I talk about my reconditioned thoughts on Duke Nukem Forever. I also cover your comic book releases, your video game releases, and my thoughts on the latest Dragon Ball Z Kai release. You can catch all that by searching Underground Geek Network on iTunes or catch us at our site, undergroundgeeknetwork.com.
Hello and welcome back to the Games4all podcast. We're going to be talking about this week's gaming news. So, what have you got for us?
A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the rumours of EA buying PopCap.
Yes.
That went ahead.
Awesome.
They did it.
Awesome.
$750 million.
Yeah.
So not quite $1 billion.
Not quite, but
they managed to get a quarter, 25% off that.
Yeah.
It was on sale.
So, yeah. Yeah, awesome. That's cool. I mean,
they should have waited till January. They probably could have got it half price.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Nice. So EA buying PopCap. We kind of knew about it. It was rumoured. It's in the works. Obviously, PopCap are worth a few quid here and there. they've made so many games on so many different platforms. It's I can see why EA went for them, and yeah. What do you think this is going to... I mean, obviously, like...
I think we can look forward to many, many, many PopCap games pushed out way before they're ready. Extremely well advertised.
Yeah, definitely.
But not quite ready.
Not quite finished. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So expect your PopCap games to be heavily patched. Okay, awesome. I mean, I don't know really what else to say about this. It's good news for EA. I guess it's good news for PopCap. They've made some money there. But
what EA tends to do is
rape and pillage.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's really I can't say that.
No,
but they do.
That's Activision.
Yeah.
Hey,
no, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
EA, they just kind of like set up a kingdom. And
they don't do nothing. They let Activision get on with
it. They raise taxes and treat people harshly.
Yep.
Back of the hand. They're
so anyway,
they are the lesser of the evils. But anyway, they tend to kind of get all their studios that they own to kind of communicate and share ideas and share resources and everything. So chances are PopCap can be offering other companies, other studios and everything more ideas for, like, say, simpler games. So we might be seeing more sort of casual games from them, and in a way sort of upping their technology and making more kind of complex games, maybe. Still casual, but
maybe. We'll see. I mean, who knows? They might squeeze Bejeweled into Battlefield or something somehow. I have no idea what they really plan to do here other than make more money.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the EA way, but,
I
think it's a fair acquisition. It's good for both parties, I guess. I mean, I have nothing else to say.
No. Well, let's move on to something that we can talk about lots and lots.
Please do.
I've put this in as a news story because we're both excited for the game. There was at E3 a sort of behind closed door demo, about 15-20 minutes of Bioshock Infinite,
which we mentioned at the time.
Yeah,
and we were kind of hoping we'd get to see it sooner.
Yeah, and
a lot of people were talking about it. I don't think anyone's technically under embargo about it, but a lot of people's jaws flapped. Certain details about it that were probably supposed to have been kept under wraps were kind of leaked, and we haven't really mentioned them until now. But we kind of knew what was going to. Well, I knew what was going to be some of what was going to be in this
I didn't quite expect it like that.
No. So so if anyone hasn't seen this, if you're even remotely interested in Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite, which is coming out next year,
I know my computer is. It's getting very excited.
Probably best to kind of do a YouTube search or Google it or something. But the 15-minute E3 demo, pretty amazing stuff.
Oh god, yeah.
They're showing. I mean, it just gives you an idea of kind of the scale of what they're going for.
That was my immediate thought of it. Is you get to a point where it's kind of like the exploration and a bit of story, and then you get like a big heavy combat section.
Yeah.
And my immediate impression was, wow, Bioshock the first one felt very sort of enclosed and claustrophobic and tight, whereas this just kind of feels like really open. In Bioshock you felt kind of like a badass trapped in a tunnel with other lesser badasses. But this one you feel really kind of like small compared to all the shit that's going on.
Exactly,
around you.
Totally.
So,
I mean, it's so hard to get your head around. I had to watch it a few times just to let it sink in, really. But pretty amazing stuff what they're doing, and it's so different to the first two Bioshock games because obviously you've got
a voice
of what your protagonist has a voice. There's more. There's interaction and stuff, but it still feels the same. Yeah, and I think that's really really clever what they've done. And but obviously we can't talk about this without talking about the kind of tears in time and stuff, which is the big thing that have kind of shown off with this, and it provides. Obviously, you've got this character of Elizabeth who fights alongside you and helps you out here and there, and basically she can help you out in a number of ways by creating these tears, which is kind of opens up a whole can of worms as far as like time travel and stuff goes. But it kind of also
kind of ripping and creating reality and warping it,
and so she can create things that will help you like cover wise, or help you to escape, or hide out and. or even like I guess in some way kind of spawn weapons and stuff for you.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. And
I mean,
you get a choice.
there was that section where you were behind cover and you were being shot at, and you had like the choice of
what do you want: the cover, the ammo, or the
escape
route sort of thing, or somewhere else to hide out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, once again, it was the original Bioshocks in some ways where you did have options, you had decisions and things to make, and but the most of the time it was like, how are you going to kill this? Yeah. How are you going to,
One thing I noticed was having this extra character there, and that extra element of it's the way you could combine it. I mean, there was a section where it was like a walkway with a rail overhead, and all these guys were coming at you, and you could do a power to levitate them, and then get Elizabeth to make a sort of cargo train type thing behind them, which then kind of rushed through and kill them dead.
That's pretty awesome
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it shows how inventive some of the gameplay is, and it's overall it's really awesome. And I can't really not talk about obviously not dwell on it too much, but talk about the kind of the moment when she's trying to like bring the horse back to life, and you kind of time travel to the 80s for a second there, and that's just ridiculously cool. Like that's probably
looking forward to seeing where that sort of goes and how much, because it looked like she tried to save this horse several times, and every time she did it and opened it, something different happened.
Yeah.
Until the 80s thing. I mean, there was one bit where she did it, and it was kind of like a grassy, forested area, and so where that goes, sort of story-wise, gameplay-wise, everything.
I kind of like that. Obviously, the game's quite a way away, and we covered it since its announcement. But like, they've given us a lot. Let's be honest, they've given us 25 minutes of gameplay already, and yet you still feel like there's this huge mystery and there's so much more to discover, and it's just a tease. Yeah, they're just teasing you, but it done in such a cool way.
It seems like the whole thing of this game, the whole kind of theme of it is scale, is how big it is, how much of it there is, and how much still needs to be.
Yeah, I'm so I can be any more excited.
And it's just amazingly polished considering how early it all still is.
Yeah,
I mean the whole section on the rails chasing the blimp, and everything, how that works and going. That's kind of.
It's amazing.
It did that thing to my stomach that Mirror's Edge does to me. Like the falling.
The shit your pants moment. There's a few of those, isn't there?
So
that's awesome.
But put that aside, I mean, there was an element of Bioshock which I didn't like, because I didn't like the trap thing. I will get around to playing it and get through it and get over the sort of claustrophobia of this, but this has a whole vertigo thing with it. It's like, can they not make a game without something that makes me feel sick?
I will say this, I am kind of intrigued as to what move is going to add to this, if anything. That's something that I think won't really be shown off or announced for quite some time. Probably a lot closer to the actual game's release, but I'm in. I was in the fucking first trailer for this, but
you had me at Bioshock.
Awesome. Okay.
I mean, Michelle, you're not really into this sort of game, are you? But you saw the.
I watched the trailer and I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, so
pretty impressive.
I think that's the universal opinion of it, is this game is going to be amazing. Yeah, just let it run its course.
Yeah, because I mean, when you showed it, it was like 15 minutes long, wasn't it? And I was like, oh, great, 15 minutes of this. And then it was like, I was watching it, and
you kind of like moving closer to the screen, and closer and closer.
Like I said,
you were right next to me.
There's been a 10-minute gameplay and a 15-minute now, and it's like 25 minutes of gameplay we've seen.
Yeah.
So we've seen 25 minutes of the game, and yet, it still remains impressive.
What the
there's
hell is
very
going on?
few games that you can say, here's 25 minutes of the game and not show you the whole game, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of games these days are repetitive and only have a few tricks up their sleeves here and there, and most of it you can sum up in a short space of time. But very excited for this. Anyway, we need to carry on with the news.
Yeah, Sony news. Quite a bit of Sony news, actually.
Okay.
In fact, I think the rest of the stories are all about Sony.
Okay, then, let's go.
There was a new model, a new revision of the PS3 announced.
Okay.
It's much smaller. It's supposed to reduce overheating and everything. And it basically looks about half the size. It kind of looks like the old PlayStation I've got, but with just the disc.
Okay,
drawer section.
So we've got another SKU of the PS3 coming out.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Basically.
Really? Okay.
But the big controversy about this is, with the report, it was leaked that it would only have HDMI output, no component output. And a lot of people are really, really pissed off by this. Well, but the main reason for this is because there's like this new sort of standard operational thing for Blu-ray players now, that they can only have HDMI output. It's not like the standards.
It's not really. It's been standard for a long time.
Yeah.
It's all to do with the kind of anti-piracy sort of things.
Yeah. So this has that. So this PS3 will only play Blu-rays through an HDMI cable, but games you can still play through.
Yeah, I did read about this. A lot of people were pissed about it, and I was like, really? If there's people out there who are thinking about buying a PlayStation and have a PlayStation and haven't actually got a HD TV with HDMI on it, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I know there are people out there who don't, but it's time to upgrade, peeps.
Yeah. What really confuses me about this is, I think it's just been announced for like Japan at the moment. I think it is sort of hinted at it's coming to North America and most probably Europe as well. But if the rumours and everything we heard about last week about the next PlayStation being unveiled next year,
seems weird to do this now. Yeah,
well, maybe this is their way of like throwing us off the scent, thinking, well, if they're doing this, then trying to keep everything up the way. Because as we spoke about at E3, it's so hard trying to keep anything a secret now. Anyway, moving on. More PlayStation news. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are like big titles for the PS2. A lot of people have been wanting a PS3 remake. I think it was brought up in our pre-E3 show with the UGN guys.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you guys mentioned it. I am really sort of too fussed about it.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is basically the Square Enix Final Fantasy universe meets Disney.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like action RPG, very popular. Had lots of spin-offs on DS and all that. They said they are working on it, and it will be kind of like a trilogy thing. There will be other games after it, but they are working on it. And the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 3D for the 3DS will kind of do a lot of bridging the gap to the third one.
Right.
But seeing as the 3DS game is only about 40 to 50% completed, then chances are we're not going to see Kingdom Hearts 3 for quite a while. Especially as the team doing it tend to take forever.
So PS4.
Probably. I'm thinking that's most likely.
Damn.
But no, they announced Final Fantasy Versus 13 how many years ago?
Yeah, true.
And Final Fantasy 13 take ages, and there's still no sign of Versus 13 on the horizon at all. But
there was a trailer, I think.
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah. And there's gameplay footage now, but still no idea when it's being released or any more details on it.
We'll see.
How do you feel, Michelle? You like Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, but I wasn't. I mean, you got the Kingdom Hearts game for the DS.
Yeah, the one with the weird name.
Yeah, I wasn't too fussed on it.
That's all right.
No, I don't like it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think I just prefer the actual consoles and not the handhelds for it.
Yeah. It kind of annoys me because I wish that PlayStations were still backwards compatible so I could get like the first and second game and play through them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, they should do a like collector's edition sort of Blu-ray re-release.
Yeah,
like
HD remixes. Yeah,
master,
cool.
Yeah,
excellent. Well, yeah, they should.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so what else we got?
Last bit of news. More Sony. I'm sorry, I'm not a fanboy. It's just they've been doing interesting things this week.
Okay.
They have now said they are investing 20 million into PSN exclusives. So getting like people to develop games for PSN, downloadable games.
I was going to say, because 20 million's like one game.
Yeah.
Like a full AAA title.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of like funding saying, right, we will give you this amount of game, this amount of game. Yeah, this amount of money to create games like this and do it.
Okay.
So
well, let's be honest, I mean, PSN do have some pretty neat little exclusive games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, Journey is definitely one of those that, we're keeping an eye on. But
and you get Pain, which is popular.
Well, yeah, we haven't played that.
Yeah,
like
Fat Princess.
Yeah, exactly. There's definite PSN exclusive like downloadable games that are very unique in
Yeah, and really try to do something different. I mean, yeah, Journey just seems so different to anything else, and if they're actively going to like funding things like that, if we're going to see more of that kind of stuff, for want of a better word, then
it's going to be pretty badass.
Yeah,
awesome. Well, that's the news. So we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the UK sales chart for the week and this week's releases.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Games4all podcast. We're going to talk about the UK sales chart.
All right, everybody ready?
I think I know what number one could be, but hey, let's go.
So you ready,
Let's do it anyway.
I suppose I'll be ready.
Okay. Number 10, down from 8. It's Top Spin 4.
Okay, well, we kind of talked about the whole,
Tennis.
Wimbledon's done with now. It kind of, it's gonna. The popularity of these games are gonna sort of wane for a bit. So, yeah.
Did any British player get into the finals? No.
Yeah, no, exactly. Anyways, what's at 9?
At number 9, down from 4. It's Fear 3.
It's quite a drop.
Yeah.
So
well, I guess most people bought it.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people bought it, and yeah, Fear's one of those things that is popular, but not popular enough. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once again, I'd like to say I'd play this, but I don't see me ever picking it up.
No,
Yeah.
probably not. Me neither. I don't play scary games anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, unless I force you to.
At number 8, up from 9, it's Brink.
So it's gone up.
For those of you who didn't hear that was Brink.
Okay, it's gone up. It's gone up a place. Who knows? Maybe it's dropped in price a little bit.
I thought maybe it sold exactly the same amount. It's just other ones have sold a lot less.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. At number 7.
Yeah, I know. At number 7, up from 17, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay, this is one that kind of just flutters around all over the place. DLC just came out, so that's why.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's one of those ones that will yo-yo a bit. They'll be like, everybody will be like, oh, let's.
I mean, it stayed in the top 10 for pretty much since it came out, and then just slowly dropped out. And yeah, it's not surprising. It does make its appearance in the top 10.
Much like its zombies, it will not die.
Yeah. Anyway,
number 6, down from 5. It's Virtual Tennis 4. I'm really not on the ball.
No, it seems Virtual Tennis seems to be doing quite well. I always thought Top Spin was the more popular tennis franchise of the two, but hey, maybe I'm wrong.
Virtua's made by Sega.
What does that mean? What the hell's that got?
It means it gets to have the Virtua in the title.
Yeah, I get that, but it means nothing.
It's all tennis.
Yeah. I have no idea where you're going with this. Anyway, go on.
Number 5, down from 3, it's L.A. Noire.
Slowly, dropping its way down. It's gonna, I think it'll be in there for another couple of months, maybe. Maybe not another couple of months, but at least another month.
Yeah.
Who knows if
there's still DLC coming out for that. They said Rockstar this week said that they're not finished.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows? Who knows what that means?
I think it means that they're still going to bring stuff out for it.
I think they probably made like 2 fucking games, and they're just kind of slowly making you buy a second game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Number 4, down from 2, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, the movie's been out a while now. No one cares anymore.
Well, still Lego. Lego's awesome.
What's that? What else is that?
Number 3, up from 6, Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
It's gone up. It's gone up. That's crazy. The film is awful.
Yeah,
really
we watched the film. We went to see it, didn't we?
I did not enjoy. Anyways,
you see, my opinion of the film is it wasn't bad. It was just way too long. There was too much of it.
I just couldn't tell the difference. I think they pretty much took 1 and 2 and kind of, mixed it up a bit. Just kind of put it in.
Did it kind of drag?
I think it does drag on.
Like the first 2, but anyway,
maybe this is a case of the game being better than the film.
Do you know what? I might. No, I'm not going. But I would probably put money on the fact that the game's probably better.
Okay. At number 2, up from 7, it's Dirt 3.
What the hell's going on? It's gone up so many places. To be fair, there's not a lot that's coming out for quite some time, and so really, if I'm honest,
it's not that we hate you, Dirt. It's just there's nothing else coming out.
It's nothing, Yeah. No. It's don't get me wrong. It's always been a popular franchise, and anyone who's bought L.A. Noire has probably bought it by now. It's gone down. Transformers and Lego Pirates. We're coming up to kind of like the summer holidays and stuff. So
it's the less popular release games are going to be people are thinking, oh yeah, that came out a little while ago. Let's pick that up.
But Dirt 3, it's shot way up to number 2.
We might actually have to try and find a copy and play some of it. Just
Maybe.
get an opinion.
I wouldn't mind playing it.
Okay, well,
Alright,
maybe
well,
we'll do
you can go out and buy a copy then.
yeah. What's the number one, James? Tell me what's the number one.
Oh, I wonder what could be at number one.
Number one, non-moving for I think the 4th consecutive week.
It's been there for a month.
Zumba Fitness.
It's no secret.
What the fuck?
I tweeted this out actually during the week that it was number one again
Yeah.
for the 4th week running, and I'm kind of going to go and say that if it's number one again next week, I'm actually going to go and buy the game and see what all the fuss is about.
Let's buy 100 copies.
So you heard it. That ain't going to make a difference. So you heard it here first. I will be playing Zumba Fitness next week if it's at number one for a 5th week in a row.
You might never know, you might be contributing to it staying.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm still thinking there's a bag of crack in there or something. I don't know. Anyways, so that's the top 10. It's really not that interesting.
No.
It's pretty much like the last 2 weeks or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Zumba Fitness is not still number one, and I really don't know why. I guess over in the UK we've gone mental over it. This is the new thing.
So I know about 2 or 3 people on my Facebook that have commented and left status updates about the fact that they do Zumba.
I mean, this is a multi-platform release also, so that probably helps a little bit. It's on Wii, and I'm guessing the Wii version is probably outselling everything else.
Yeah.
I would have thought, but
yeah.
So who knows? I mean, it's Connect and Move compatible, I think, and so I might just get it and try it and see what.
So you can either buy the game or you can get the DVD and do it in your living room.
I'd rather get a game.
Yeah.
But,
it's insane. I'm bored of this now.
No, I know. I really hope it's at not in the top 10 at all next time. It's like
everybody owns a copy. None more would be insane.
Go out and burn it.
Yeah.
No, but no, that's my thing. If it's number one again next week, I'll get it.
Okay.
Just for the fuck of it.
All right.
So what comes out this week? Not a lot.
Yeah. Movie tie-in
Oh
games.
fuck! Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. We got Captain America: Super Soldier,
Okay.
and that's the 360 and PS3 versions.
Okay.
I think there is a DS version planned or a 3DS version, but I don't think it's
The
out for a little
movie, and don't get me wrong here, but the movie from what I can tell, doesn't look that great. But
while. It's Captain America. I'll watch it.
Anyway, the game could be alright.
No. From what I've seen,
probably not.
it looks. I mean, it's kind of at that level now where games really need to push the boundaries. They can't just look alright anymore. Games, it looks like a couple of years ago it would have been like, whoa, this looks good, but it doesn't anymore. You need to really kind of stick with the plans. And anyway, the next game, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. is
What?
I honestly don't know. I know the first one was kind of like a cover-based shooter
With some Connect support.
with some
Which they've
awful
dropped
Connect
now.
support.
Yeah, apparently I'm good.
But
Yeah, I don't care. Sorry.
no.
There's nothing
No.
coming out, man. What's going on?
But that is available on 360, PS3, Wii, PC, and DS.
Of
So
course,
I
of course
imagine
it fucking is.
I imagine that will probably be on the chart at some point in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Quite high.
Hey, actually, I'll get behind this game if it can knock Zumba Fitness off. But hey, so that's pretty much what's out this week. Next to fuck all, really. I mean,
I'm looking forward to the film more. Harry Potter.
I'm not bothered about either, to be honest. So. But hey, that's just me. So once again, thanks very much for listening. On that sort of note, thanks again for listening and downloading and subscribing if you have. And please check out our website, Games4all.podcast.com. There you can listen to our archive of the episodes, check out all our video episodes of Games for All Extra, check out all the bonus kind of videos we throw up occasionally. Not vomit, but throw up.
Well,
on the website.
on the bonus videos I do.
You do actually, yeah. True. So... Excellent.
Bad memories.
You're never going to forget that.
No.
I'll make sure of it. And so yeah, awesome. So yeah, check us out on the website. podcast at Games4all.podcast.com if you want to email us for whatever reason. You may. Nah, you're not going to do it, are you? Facebook.com/Games4all podcast. If you want to like us on Facebook, you probably won't want to do that either. But Twitter.com/Games4all is our Twitter account. We do occasionally tweet some stuff, and it's mostly crap. But you might want to follow that crap. So
As long as you follow that and not us.
yeah. So no stalking. Also, check out our good friends over at the Underground Geek Network. They do a really cool show. It's bisexual and awesome. And bi-weekly show. It's really, really cool. Give them the spiel.
No.
Okay, don't. I'll do it. It's a show.
We've done this, but we've done it 100 times.
Yeah, well,
I cannot.
You've got to promote.
I know.
We'll
and
do it then.
You know,
I expect very little from you, James, and you let me down.
I'm sorry, but I cannot praise this show enough. I love it. I really do. It's everything that me as a geek holds dear in life.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's everything that you want to know in there. Comics, games, movies, all sorts, everything, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And they present it. That it makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me wet the bed.
They could quote so much of this stuff.
Detail.
That's awesome. Okay, so I don't really know how to follow that, really, if I'm honest. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great weekend. And I really hope that everybody out there can scrub that kind of vision of James wetting the bed out of their minds enough to enjoy their weekend. And we'll be back next week. And with less bedwetting, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more on track. And so thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
It's that Aaron Teague, a scary hunk of a man.
Yeah. For more episodes of the Games4all podcast, check out our website, www.games4allpodcast.com.
You can also follow us at twitter.com/Games4all, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Games4all podcast.
The Games4all podcast is brought to you in association with HostGator. For all your web host needs, check out hostgator.com.